welcome back to Sprint Car News Today. So glad to have you with us, as this is the Eastern edition of this week's episode. We'll be covering stuff on the eastern portion of the United States. We begin things with the final two races of the 2017 schedule for the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series, as they were at the dirt track at Charlotte in Concord, North Carolina for the World Finals.
Madsen and Baylog bring them to the stripe. The green flag is waving and we're underway. Bill Baylog up top grabs the early lead. Ian Madsen down low runs second. His brother Kerry in third. Battle for the fourth spot. Brock Searfoss to the inside of Donnie Schatz as they reach turn three. Kerry Madsen on the high side trying to take second from younger brother Ian, as Bill Baylog leads lap number one at Charlotte. In the Speedway and Schatz, as well as Brock Searfoss, making it nearly nose to tail for the top five. Out of turn four, Ian Madsen with a bid for the lead. Bill Baylog maintains the top spot, but now the Aspen Air number 18 right behind him. Ian works the middle in turns one and two. Gets a run on Baylog down the backstretch. Kerry right there ready to pounce on Donnie Schatz. Now looks to the inside in three and four. Traffic in play now. Baylog looks to the outside of the 15H of Sam Hafer Team Jr. to the top four and nose to tail into turn one. Bill Baylog, Ian Madsen, Schatz to the inside of Kerry Madsen. He is third and comes after Ian for second. Ian slams the door down low. That allows Kerry to go up top. Three wide for second in turn four, and now the Madman's got it. Kerry Madsen second. He dives low. A slider attempt for the lead, and he takes it. Kerry Madsen leads it, but Schatz by Baylog and Madsen. And Donnie Schatz is the new race leader. They're three wide for second behind him. Now Kerry Madsen onto the cushion in turns three and four, but it'll be Donnie Schatz leading lap number 10. Schatz on the bottom, Kerry Madsen on the high side. They make their way out of turn two and down the backstretch. Three-car battle for third. David Gravel part of the mix with the 17B of Bill Baylog and the 18 of Ian Madsen. Kerry Madsen trailing Donnie Schatz down the front straightaway. Car slowing on the inside of turns one and two. The caution flag will wave. For Ian to the inside of Kerry, looking for second. Can't make the pass. They'll go nose to tail. Both drivers to the cushion in one and two. Ian turns off the cushion while Kerry gets over the cushion, down the back straightaway. Brothers side by side for second. Ian on the inside, Kerry on the outside. The Madsens racing for the runner-up spot and give it to Ian in the Aspen Air number 18 at the halfway point of this World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series main event. Could possibly see traffic on the final circuit. Shots through one and two, but pulls away now from Ian Madsen. White flag set to wave at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Donnie Schatz, less than 0.4 of a mile from his 20th win of the season. Ian Madsen's going to have to get desperate on the final lap. They are in traffic in the final corner. Parker Price Miller right in front of Schatz. Ian Madsen trying to seize an opening, but Donnie Schatz hangs on for the victory. Ian Madsen second, Dave Blaney third, Kerry Madsen fourth, and Joey Saldana in fifth.
And he'll climb atop the winning car.
Donnie Schatz making it an even 20 as far as main events are concerned this season with the World of Outlaws Series. Ian Madsen would finish second, Dave Blaney third, Kerry Madsen fourth, Joey Saldana in the top five, and that would bring up the final night of the season for the Outlaws.
And Brown and Ryan Smith pace the field slowly toward turn four. We are under green flag conditions at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Into turn one, Brian Brown slides up to the cushion. Smith turns it back underneath him. They'll go wheel to wheel for the lead into turn three. Ryan Smith on the bottom, Brian Brown on the top. Smith slides up, and again Brown turns it underneath, but Ryan Smith leads lap number one. Brian Brown back to the inside. He'll take the point between turns one and two. Smith right back to the inside, down the back straightaway, but Brian Brown enters turn three with the race lead. Momentum, he'll pull away by 6 car lengths down the backstretch, and now Donnie Schatz to the inside of Smith racing for second. Big slide job into turn four. Schatz is second as lap 3 goes down. Brian Brown on the top, Donnie Schatz on the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Ryan Smith still in third. Up to fourth now, David Gravel and Darren Pittman in fifth. Side by side for sixth, Kerry Madsen racing with the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. Baylog turns it back underneath out of turn 4, but Madsen has that sixth spot as they go across the start-finish line. Trouble on the front stretch, Shane Stewart involved, as is Jack Haudenschild, and now Parker Price Miller spinning as well on the front straightaway. Back to green. David Gravel took a peek to the inside of Donnie Schatz, who works to the inside and takes the lead from Brian Brown, only momentarily. Brown back to the inside in turn 3. Here's Schatz again with another slide job. Racing for the lead out of turn 4. Donnie Schatz will lead lap number 5. It's a 3-car battle now. David Gravel with Brian Brown and Donnie Schatz, top 3, breaking away from the rest of the field. Into turn 1, David Gravel looks to the inside of Brian Brown. They'll go wheel to wheel for second. Gravel with a slider into turn 3. Brown's got momentum on the top, but David Gravel has the spot, at least for the moment. Brian Brown back to his inside in turn 1. Brian Brown slides up in front. Oh, they nearly get together in turn 2. Close quarters action between Brian Brown and David Gravel as they race for second. Brown again with a slider in 3 and 4, but too much momentum for David Gravel. Into corner number 3, Schatz runs the middle. David Gravel reels the cushion, looking for the momentum down the front straightaway. Schatz and Gravel separated by a car length and a half. Here's the slide job by Gravel to take the lead. Schatz turns it underneath him, and Donnie Schatz reclaims the top spot at the end of the back straightaway. Schatz in the middle with 3 and 4. Gravel another big run out of the 4th corner. Down the front stretch toward turn 1 with 7 laps to go. This time, David Gravel follows Donnie Schatz around the top. Loses some ground there. Schatz made a spectacular corner to pull away by 7 car lengths. In for building the momentum for a late race run. 3 laps to go at Charlotte. Here's Gravel to the inside. Slide job unsuccessful. Maybe a little too early on that attempt. Donnie Schatz maintains the lead. 2 laps to go, but Gravel is so strong on the top in 3 and 4 while Schatz works the middle. Gravel to the inside, and Schatz moves down, anticipating the move. Great driving by the now 9-time Outlaw champion, but it's certainly not over yet. Now, Gravel with a run on the top in 3 and 4 in traffic. White flag will wave. David Gravel to the inside and takes the lead into turn 1. David Gravel steals the top spot. Schatz comes back at him down the backstretch for the final time. They'll race side by side to the checkered flag, and in the final race of the season, David Gravel will prevail. Second to Donnie Schatz and third to Brian Brown. David Gravel wins it on the last lap of the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
David Gravel is out of the muddy 5, Bears Tree Service. He's celebrating. He is the winner of night 2 of the Textron Off-Road World Finals.
For full race results, series news, and features, visit worldofoutlaws.com. And for extended on-demand race coverage, visit dirtvision.com.
Finish for night 2 of the World Finals. David Gravel of Watertown, Connecticut, winning his 18th race of the season with the series. Donnie Schatz second, Brian Brown third, Kerry Madsen fourth, Bill Baylog fifth. Final point standings for the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. Donnie Schatz winning the championship, Brad Sweet second, David Gravel third, Darren Pittman fourth, Shane Stewart the top 5. Playing catch-up, we head south to Ocala, Florida, where Bubba Raceway Park would host the Top Gun Sprint Car Series on Saturday, October 28th. Feature at Bubba Raceway Park would get started for the Top Gun Sprint Series as Dylan Calding would take the initial lead. Dylan Calding would lead this race for much of the time, but a restart would bunch the field up, and Hayden Campbell made the pass around the outside. A little bit of a brief battle, and Hayden Campbell securing the top spot. From there on out, Campbell would dominate and secured his 2nd consecutive win for the Jacksonville Beach, Florida native. Dylan Calding 2nd, Johnny Gilbertson 3rd, AJ Maddox 4th, Matt Kurtz 5th. Top Gun Sprint Series points feature Matt Kurtz at top of the table, AJ Maddox 2nd, Mark Rule Jr. 3rd, Nicole Vossi 4th, Anthony D'Alessio 5th, and they will be racing on the 18th at East Bay Raceway Park for a non-wing affair. And then the 26th, they return to Bubba Raceway Park, and they'll wrap things up on December 2nd at Gibsonton, Florida's East Bay Raceway Park. we head north to Bridgeport, New Jersey for the Big Track Challenge. 2 nights of action beginning on November 3rd for the United Racing Club 360 Series.
The distance. You are ready to see the United Racing Club night number 1. Kevin Golden's got the green flag and we're underway.
25 lap URC Big Track Classic night number 1 feature is underway. Down the back straightaway, we've got Nagy grabbing the early lead.
Robbie still wagging on the bottom side into third. Here comes JJ Grasso. Power move to the top side. Grasso will take the third spot away. Carberry and Salmon. Salmon trying to join the fight. 3-car battle. Salmon will slip underneath Chris Coyle and go to the 8th position.
Here comes the lap traffic now down the front straightaway into the turn. Leader is Kevin Nagy getting into lap traffic, heading down the back straightaway now. Yellow is on, yellow is on. And here we go. Three wide into the turn. Here comes Lucas Wolf up the inside lane. He's now in third, going by both Stillwagon and the 25 of JJ Grasso. We got trouble in turn 2. Rocketing into the turn, high, wide, and handsome is JJ Grasso down the back straightaway, still battling with Stillwagon, and Buckwalter battling with Adam Carberry. Meanwhile, we got a 3-car duel for the lead.
Coming out of the corner, Kurt Michael to the top side. New leader at the line. It's goodbye to Kurt Michael. Taking the top spot away from Nagy. Nagy fights back with the bottom through 1 and 2.
Nagy and Kurt Michael battling for the number 1 spot. Lucas Wolf not far behind. Michael had him at the line, but Nagy gained it back in 1 and 2.
Kevin Nagy using the bottom side to take the lead back. Kurt Michael not giving up. Nose to tail, they run in the top 2 spots. Nagy gets a good run through 1 and 2. He'll pull away down the backstretch.
Here comes your leader now in traffic. Here comes Lucas Wolf moving in on Kevin Nagy.
Lucas Wolf, PBR man to the bottom side. He'll slip underneath Kevin Nagy. New leader of 5W. Lucas Wolf working down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4.
They went 3 wide with lap traffic, and Lucas Wolf picked up 2 spots, 4 wide out of turn 4. Nagy and Kurt Michael battling with lap traffic.
Michael fighting back on the bottom side. Side by side for third, side by side for fifth.
Down the back straightaway, 2 separate 2-car battles into the turn. Michael is repassed. Grasso back to third. Carberry still battling with Stillwagon.
Kurt Michael's gotten back by Grasso and now trying to close in on Kevin Nagy for second. Carberry and Stillwagon side by side. Carberry pulls alongside on the bottom, but Stillwagon gets the run off the corner. Well on the top side, he mentioned he was slowly reeling in Carberry. Carberry shuts the door into turns 1 and 2. Waller crosses him over. Side by side for 6th out of the corner.
Down the back straightaway, Carberry blocked off Weller on the outside on the front stretch, but he used the inside group on the back stretch. Meanwhile, Kurt Michael closing in on Nagy, looking for the number 2 position. We are 22 laps into this one. Lucas Wolf still leading comfortably down the back. White flag will be coming up this time. We've got 1 lap remaining on Lucas Wolf. Down the straightaway, 1 to go. Michael a straightaway behind his second, third is Nagy. 4th spot now is a battle between Stillwagon, Grasso, and Weller.
Keep your eye on that battle, but working down the backstretch. He won on Saturday in the URC Big Track Classic last year. This year, he'll pick up the win on Friday night. Lucas Wolf here.
Night 1 of the Big Track Classic. Lucas Wolf the winner. Kurt Michael second, Kevin Nagy third, Robbie Stillwagon fourth, Josh Weller the top 5. That would set things up for Saturday night for the second and final round of the Big Track Classic at Bridgeport Speedway.
You ready for URC?
Midge Miller Memorial 25-lap feature is underway. Down the back straightaway, Robbie Stillwagon's got the lead. Stillwagon with a power move on the outside around to Mark Bittner, along with Chad Layton. He goes to the top side, gets by Josh Weller, now working on Mark Bittner for second. Trouble in turn 3, just on the top of the guardrail. It looks like the number 1 of Tom Carberry Sr. Back to green into the corner. Stillwagon's got the lead on the outside lane. Down the back straightaway is Chad Layton for second. Chad Layton started in fourth, used the outside to get the third, used the outside again, into the top 2, locking eyes on Robbie Stillwagon, now your leader. Great battle between J.J. Grasso and the 5W Lucas Wolf as they work into the corner. Weller still chasing after Bittner for the number 2 spot, and we've got lap traffic coming up for your leader, Robbie Stillwagon. Two of the best in the business, Grasso and Wolf going at it. Wolf is caught him, can he make the pass? Grasso on the bottom side, Wolf on the top side, 11 down, 14 to go. Into the corner, Kurt Michael now closing in a little bit on Wolf and J.J. Grasso down the back straightaway. Here comes your leader now in lap traffic off the corner. It is still Stillwagon by a half a straightaway. Stillwagon's opened it up to about a straightaway lead. He's working the top side better than anybody on the Speedway tonight, and he's opened it up big time on the rest of the field. We're inside of 10 laps to go in the 89. Larger in charge of this one. Stillwagon still working lap traffic as they head into turn number 1. We're using any groove he needs to use. We got one slowing on the back straightaway. On the back straightaway, we got one slowing. That looks like the 56 Chris Quayle yellow was on. Bittner getting an edge again down the straightaway. Stillwagon, here comes Weller. Weller to the inside of Bittner. Side by side for second. Weller makes the move. Grasso was able to get by Layton. He lost it in 1 and 2. Here comes Kurt Michael. He's underneath Lucas Wolf for sixth. Here comes Weller to second. Layton now to third. Bittner dropping back to top of the spots. And Kurt Michael slipping by Lucas Wolf, now battling J.J. Grasso. It looked like Michael had gotten by Grasso. Grasso uses a power move on the top side. They're side by side for fifth, right behind Mark Bittner. 3 wide out of the corner. 3 wide in turn 4. Kurt Michael to the inside of Bittner. He went by on the bottom. J.J. Grasso went by on the top. Bittner a little dizzy watching 2 guys go around him on each side. Michael picks up 2 passes in 1 corner, now up to 4th. White flag will wave this time by on turn number 4 for Robbie Stillwagon. Final lap for Stillwagon. Weller running in second spot. Layton running in third. Kurt Michael's in 4th spot. 5th spot is up for grabs, so is 7th. Final lap on our URC Big Stock Classic. Working through turn 3 and 4. Out of the corner, the win in the Midge Memorial Trophy will go to Robbie.
Burlington, New Jersey's Robbie Stillwagon would keep the Big Track Classic trophy in his home state. Josh Weller second, Chad Layton third, Kurt Michael fourth, J.J. Grasso would finish 5th. We're going to swing over to York Haven, Pennsylvania, Susquehanna Speedway, where they would have the Sprint Showdown on October 28th. In this video, courtesy of Tony Keller. In the early stages of the 410 feature, Logan Schuchart would be the driver to beat. But eventually he would feel some pressure from Lance Deweese, as Lance Deweese would make it by the 24, Lucas Wolf, to move into second. And it wouldn't be too much long after that that Deweese would hunt down Logan Schuchart and made the pass underneath him. The race for the lead was interesting, getting into some lap traffic. Lance Deweese securing the top spot, but Logan Schuchart tried to answer. Going into 3, though, the 2 drivers would get together. Fortunately, both parties would be able to keep going. The yellow flag was already thrown. And on the restart, Lance Deweese would still have the top spot. He would feel some pressure briefly by the 71 of Joey Saldana. Saldana got a really good run on Deweese, as Deweese had to deal with some lap traffic. But Deweese was able to strategically navigate through the slower cars, and Lance Deweese would go on to win the 410 portion of the October 28 Susquehanna Speedway Park show. Joey Saldana would finish in second, Lucas Wolf third, Brock Zierfoss fourth, Brian Monteith the top five. In the 358 portion of the Sprint Showdown, Chase Dietz would get the job done. Brent Shearer would finish runner-up, Kevin Naus third, Chris Frank fourth, Brett Wanner the top five finishers. Well, race fans, that's going to do it for the Eastern portion of Sprint Car News today. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure and stay tuned on Sprint Car News today, as we'll be releasing the Western portion, as well as keep an eye on for the Australian edition. In the meantime, everybody have a great rest of your week, and there are a couple of races happening there this weekend. We hope you enjoy those as well. Take care, everyone, and thanks for tuning in.